And we're recording. Bang. I got one other thing to fix. There we go. How are you, Ashley?
I'm good. I'm tired.
Awesome. Tired. I understand that. First of all, let me get this out of the way. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. Another year around the sun. How does it feel?
Ask me tomorrow.
I'll ask you tomorrow.
Today's just a practice day.
Just a practice. It's just for fun. It's a
Yep.
scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Cool beans. Well, this is Let's Talk, and we are here with the phenomenal Ashley Perkins, the CEO, visionary, and just brilliant mind behind Momma Sweets. So, I'm not going to say anything else. Ashley, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a mom. Obviously, it's in the name. I have a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. 9-year-old boy, 7-year-old or 6-year-old girl. She thinks she's 7. And I'm married. I've been married for 7 years.
Congratulations.
This
You just
past
had an anniversary, right?
Saturday. Yep.
Uh-huh. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I am a PTSD warrior. I have struggled with mental health for as long as I can remember. I love cooking, and I love cooking for others, and that's kind of, I guess, where all this got started.
Nice. Like cooking, like cooking for others. Cool beans. Yeah. Okay, so what does a motherhood and entrepreneurship look like to you? Like when you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, what does it all encompass? What does it entail?
Work. So, I don't know. I kind of jump in every single day. I go to bed with the mindset, whether it's been a good day, poor day, horrible day. Tomorrow's a new day. I've got goals. I've got dreams. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Yeah, it's just most days I have my list kind of already set out. So my kids like helping with the entrepreneurship part, but
they're the taste testers.
And my husband, who doesn't like sweet stuff, but he likes what I cook. And I'm like, you would, wouldn't you? So
brownie points for him. Kudos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So your list, do they help you throughout your day to knock out, like, you know, I'm thinking you're thinking of list of things you need to do or get done in that day. Does that help you stay on track, on task?
For the most part, dealing with mental health, it's definitely much easier for me to be goal oriented and to have everything planned out in detail. Now, one thing I have had to permit myself that I have over the past year and a half worked so hard for is grace, because I have to understand some days that list isn't going to get done. But one step that I do take for my list is I prioritize what has to absolutely get done, and then it trickles down from there. So
Gotcha.
I had to learn to teach myself grace, because stuff can still get fixed the next day. Life goes on no matter what. So
absolutely. Grace and patience. Absolutely.
Yep.
I think we shortchange ourselves in those two areas for time to time. So kudos to you. I'm going to say kudos a lot. That's my new word, I guess. So hand clap, snap for you for being self-aware in that sense, that you're able to give yourself that space that I know we all desperately need.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. Let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's talk Momma Sweets. Where did this idea come from? I'll start there. Yeah, where did this idea come from?
So, honestly, I have always wanted to be my own boss. I've known that for a long, long time. I don't like working under people. I get along with people great. I have a heart and passion for people, but constantly being given the runaround and do this. Nope, you're doing it wrong. You're supposed to do that. And running in circles. It's just not for me. So I always knew I wanted to do some kind of business. And I'm like, oh, you know, I see everybody doing this arts and crafts stuff. They're doing this, they're doing that. And I'm like, okay, well, about 2 years ago, I was actually in Home Depot and I was going through the little aisles. They had a bunch of like baking stuff. It was like, I think it was near Black Friday or something.
Gotcha.
So they had all kinds of jinky junk. And I was like, I'm going to start a baking business. Yep, I'm going to do that. And I put it off for almost a whole other year. Because I was just so scared. I was like, yeah, no. Am I sure I want baking? And honestly, it fell in my lap when I made my daughter's first decorative cake. It was a unicorn. And now when I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh my God, that was horrible. But people loved it. So
growth.
Yep, definitely.
Absolutely. So, okay. Momma Sweets. Where'd the name come from? Let's talk about that a little bit.
So any usernames, whatever, my emails, it's always Mama Perk, because like my first identity is mom. Like that's who I am. That's my job. That's who I am. That's what I do. That's what I love, my kids. So knowing that whatever growth I have, my kids are going to be right there with me, Mama. So
okay.
And then the sweets, I've started with the cake stuff. I do some other stuff, and actually with my big launch coming up, I have other stuff coming up. So I incorporated the sweets only because it's not going to be just cakes.
Mama cakes.
Right? So
gotcha.
I'm trying to like foresee and plan ahead, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully I live up to it.
Oh, you will. I have no doubt. You know, I have no doubt in my mind that you will live up to your expectations and beyond.
You had one of my first cakes, so.
I did. I listen. Bottom line is, we were cool, period, anyway, right? And you see somebody. Well, am I wrong?
Yeah, no.
We were cool, period. We both suffered through Home Depot.
Yes.
And we built a bond there. And when you see someone that you admire and trust, you see them doing something and trying to be productive, you should support them.
Absolutely.
Period. So you said, hey, I want to start a baking business. I said, okay, well, let me know when you are, because I will order a cake. And did I not order a cake?
Oh, and you're gonna charge me, and it better not be cheap either.
Okay. And those were my words. Those were my exact words. And I still think I got off a little bit scot-free on that cake. I'm just saying. But
hey, growth, practice,
growth, giving yourself the space, because we deserve it. We deserve that space. Okay. So you said earlier that your babies like to help you with this business. Now, what do they do? Like, how do they help you out?
I don't really let them do. Now, if I'm just making something for family, I will let them help in any way possible. If I'm doing something for a customer, I don't really let them help just because of obvious like health code stuff, regulations.
Absolutely.
I want to make sure everything is perfect and there's no little extras. Even though my kids, they're not coming in my kitchen unless they wash their hands. They already know that. But, you know, it's just precautionary thing. But like if I'm I like baking stuff even just for friends, family, events. So I want to do this. Okay. So Harm likes mixing. She likes doing all of it, really. Amari will pull the stuff out for me and be like, okay, I'm done.
Gone. I'm going to play video games.
And a lot of times, like if I have to level cakes or if there's extra left over, I'll make like little cupcakes and I'll let them taste test.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
they really like that part.
Gotcha. Um, when did you when was your first like order? When was that? Do you remember?
When was Bailey's birthday?
September 28th.
There you go.
Nuh-uh.
I did
Wait a
Harmony
minute.
cake first. Yeah. Because
I
did
was your
Harmony.
first customer.
Yes, because Harmony's birthday cake, her birthday was September 1st. And when you saw it, you were like, all right, I want a cake. I want just like that. I want these colors. Except for yours was a lot nicer and Harmony was actually really jealous.
But I love Harm.
So, yeah. So, yeah, you were my first customer for Bailey.
I thought I was your second customer.
Mm-mm.
I promise. I did not do that on purpose, guys. Wow. Okay, so what was the feeling? Okay, well, I don't count. What was your first customer and not me?
I'm trying to think. I'm not sure. I had like so many when I first, and like I've been having to take breaks because of life stuff. But when the orders come, they're like on top of each other. Like within the next 3 weeks, I have 7 cakes. And that's just in 3 days out of those 3 weeks.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with. But I remember you were my first. I just don't remember who out from there. So
Gotcha. Okay. So you said earlier that you had a relaunch coming.
yes,
When is the relaunch?
July 25th. Everything will be announced.
July 25th, everything will be announced. Do you have any secrets that you can share with us?
I'm doing a giveaway.
We love giveaways. Awesome.
People like free stuff.
I didn't say you did.
I'll say it again. People like free stuff. So
that's true. That's true.
You.
That's true. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I guess I could say I have a few things coming.
Okay.
So part of, I guess, since my cake journey started with Momma Sweets, I've also lost almost 60 pounds. And in doing so, was doing like low carb keto.
Okay.
So I will say I am bringing in some sugar-free keto treats.
Y'all hear that? Oh, people gonna be doing backflips. I know. I already know, because it's like, I'm on a strict regimen and I'm staying dedicated and committed to myself. Yep. But dang, I want a piece of cake. And how awesome is it that, and I'm guessing, well, not even guessing, I know it's going to be delicious because your cakes are very, very good. So I know it's going to be good. It's not going to be like alcohol sugars or whatever the case may be in it that tastes weird.
I use Swerve, so it's not cheap by any means, but it's very, very good. It's a 1-to-1 ratio supplement to sugar, and it doesn't have that over bitterly taste like a lot of the sugar alcohol stuff. This one, it almost tastes like sugar. Like you can't tell it's not sugar.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm
excited. Look at you. Yeah. I didn't. That was shock. Surprise. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. So far, you've had several orders over the past year, right? What has been your favorite so far?
I like the character cakes. So like the unicorns that I did, and I did a wolf, even though it almost killed my hand from all the piping. I was like, oh my God. So and I did the Minnie Mouse Smash Cake a few weeks, about a month or so ago.
Gotcha.
That was my first time really besides the ears and stuff for the unicorns, I made a fondant bow from scratch. So I was really proud of myself and excited for that one. And I'm a big Disney geek. So look, Disney. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that one too.
Awesome. Okay. I don't know if you saw my last interview, but you know how a lot of people have fancy teleprompters and stuff like that. Just in case you're curious on what I'm looking at, this is my teleprompter. Literally all my questions I have for you right here. So I just keep flipping through it until, listen, I'm working on being rich and famous one day.
Me too. One day we'll be there.
One day, we're working on it, one day at a time. And the notebook was like 15 cents. The marker was like $1. I'm good.
Whatever works.
Okay. Baking has always been a passion of yours?
Yep.
Yeah. From a young age, or?
So I started, my grandmother, who passed away at Christmas, she was basically my mother. And I didn't realize it until within the past month, but am I allowed to cuss?
Go for it.
My fat ass got this love of cooking because my grandmother, when she was baking, she would always bribe us with the leftover batter. So if we helped her, we got batter and we got to lick everything clean. So I guess being around, I was like, hey, yeah. I kind of like doing this, and I like eating the batter when we're done. So fat kid, day one till I die. It's all good.
Listen, I must be a fat kid too, because every time Bailey makes a cake or brownies or something, I'm like, that's mine. I call dibs. I call dibs on the bowl and the spoon. You can have the whisk. The rest is mine. The rest is mine. And the finished product is mine too. So
I have to divvy it out to my kids. I'm like, here, take this. Take it so I don't eat it.
I am the only kid. Yes. I don't have to worry about competition or anything because it's just me. Only person I have to fight is Bailey, and she don't. She's like, just take it and get out of my face. Yes, I skip away all happy with my bowl and my spoon. I'm so easy to please. Just saying. Okay. Do you have any tips or anything you want to share from your journey in starting your baking business for anyone who is thinking about starting a baking business?
Honestly, whether it's baking or any other kind of business, just do it. Like I said, I thought about it from wandering around Home Depot almost 2 years ago looking at stuff. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to start a baking business. And I still waited almost an entire year. And honestly, if people didn't start messaging me, I'd probably still be sitting somewhere.
That was about to be my next question. Like, okay, so you had this goal in mind, this baking business that you wanted to create, and then you sat on it for a year. Like, what finally gave you that push to like, you know what, Ashley, you talking to yourself, right? You know what, Ashley, we're just going to do it. We're just going to jump off the rock. Like, what was that for you?
So honestly, just doing Harmony's cake.
Yeah.
Baby girl wanted a unicorn cake, so Mama made it happen. And nice. I posted on Facebook like, hey, I did this, it's ugly, but I got it done. It's not completely horrible. And people were like, oh my God, like completely wowed.
I was one of those people.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, I had so many people, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you make this for me? Are you available this time? And I was like, all right, we're just going to do this. But in starting my business, I decided I wanted to keep my joy in what I love.
Absolutely.
So from day one, I said it. If I don't have the time, if I am not available, my answer is no.
Yeah.
And I leave it like that. I don't do this business because I have to. I do it because I want to. Yeah. And I don't want it to become toxic to my life. And I don't want the joy to be sucked out of it.
Yeah.
So I leave it when I can, I get to it type thing.
Gotcha.
And I'm a perfectionist, so I love doing all the details. Yeah. And it definitely takes time. So
I can only imagine. Like, what's the longest? We're gonna wrap up really, really soon. I promise I won't keep you longer than 30 minutes.
You're good.
Listen, I understand birthday party on it. What is the longest time that you spent on a cake?
Start to finish, baking, piping, everything included. Probably like 6 to 7 hours. And that doesn't include dry time for the fondant pieces that I created.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes a lot. Yeah. So, but I will also say that the longer I do it, the better I get at it. Gotcha. So I'm picking up a little bit of speed, but I also, that perfectionist part. Yeah. I'm like, hold up, nope, I gotta pause because this needs to be done the right way or I'm gonna be disappointed, much less I don't even care what they think. So I definitely make sure that I attend to each detail.
Gotcha. That's what I tell myself that a lot, almost every day. And I find myself saying this, repeating this. Repetition is like the key. Yep. Do anything once, and maybe you'll know how to do it. Maybe you won't. But do one thing 1,000,000 times, and you will master whatever that is. That means your time will get shorter. You're more knowledgeable about the entire situation, whatever it is that you're doing. So repetition is definitely, in my opinion, very, very staple to keep everything together.
Yep. Yeah. I tell my kids all the time, practice makes perfect.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. Okay. So, Ashley.
Yes.
Where can we find you on social media? How can we support you in any way, shape, or form, fashion?
So I'm kind of old fashioned. So I'm only on Facebook and Snapchat. Snapchat's only personal though. So Facebook is Momma Sweets, MOMMA. Yeah, Sweets. Sorry, it's been a long day. So yeah, Momma Sweets on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Honestly, just word of mouth, sharing posts, liking posts. Because when people like posts, more people see those posts.
Facts.
People like cake. People are not going to say no to cake.
I'm people.
So when people see posts about cake, hey, I like cake. So honestly, that I do ask some people, because I have gotten some kind of rude feedback. Please understand, I'm one person. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm doing all this by my own on top of life. Yeah. And life has been a bit upside down since Christmas. So, gotcha. You know.
Be patient with her, y'all. Like, be patient.
Because I'm trying.
I'm going to have to come out of this jacket. Be patient and You Ashley, be patient with yourself, and people, everyone who's listening who decides to follow Ashley, I suggest you do that. Mama Sweets on Facebook. If you place an order, understand that she is in fact one person who is doing all of this herself on top of life. And I just repeated exactly what you said. I slowed it down because I really need that to hit home. People, be patient and understand that people need the space and the time to do whatever it is they need to do. So you put your order in and you have your deadline, and Ashley is really, really good with communication. She's not good with anything else. Communication is on point. So she will definitely communicate with you if anything were to ever come up. So be patient, okay? All right. Now that that's out of the way, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge you, Ashley, because you're a rock star. You're a bomb mom. Oh, I'm a bomb mom. Have you ever heard that before?
Maybe. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Oh no, that sounds kind of original to me. You're a bomb mom, an awesome friend, and just a great person and a joy to be around. Your determination and your discipline for yourself is top notch, and you have such a very, very huge heart that you want to help everybody. So, but first, you come first. Your babies, your family. That's first and foremost. You already know that. But I just wanted
that.
It takes time. It takes time. Everybody wants everything to happen overnight. We want to be the all-knowing overnight, and it takes time. It takes heartache. It takes pain. It takes tragedy. It takes hitting rock bottom, getting up, dusting yourself off, going forward with the greatest of ease and speed, and slipping and falling and hitting rock bottom again.
Yep.
It takes all of that for us to learn, and life is the best teacher. Some mistakes I make on my own. A lot of the stuff that I learn is I watch other people and how they deal with things. So I want to take this time right now to acknowledge you for just being awesome, being a bomb mom, and I'm gonna get a t-shirt. I'm gonna get a t-shirt with bomb mom on the front, and I'm gonna send that to you. Happy birthday.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Bomb mom. I love it. So before we go, I have one question, but I do want to give you an opportunity. Do you have anything else that you want to share with us?
No. Love yourself. Do what you love. Because that's the only way I'm making it every day.
Short and sweet and to the point. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Yep. So absolutely. All right, Ashley, I'm gonna let you get out of here, but the final question is,
yes,
what do you need to live a happy life?
Like me personally?
You personally. This is a personal you question.
Honestly, I just try to find joy in myself. I feel like happiness is inside of yourself. You can't find it anywhere else.
You can't. So. Yes. Yes. Preach. I heard you. I see you. I hear you. Yes. Happiness. Yeah. Definitely. Harm. This is, oh snap. First of all, what a good, we got a guest on Let's Speak. I mean, see, I didn't even say it right. Let's talk. Harm, what are you doing?
What are you doing, baby?
Looking for Mari.
Looking for brother.
It looked like you were swimming.
No, she's going to get in the hot tub soon. Adults are going to have adult beverages, and we're all getting in the hot tub.
Enjoy. Absolutely. Ashley, I'm going to end right here. Have a fantastic birthday. Thank you so much for for agreeing to do this. And
Thank you.
absolutely, you're the bomb. Stay safe. Have a great birthday, and I'll talk to you later. You enjoy your day.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Where's the? She's crazy.
What I do.
Oh, there he is. I see you
Hi.
in the cut. Have a beautiful birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We'll talk
Bye.
soon.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye.
Yo, what a phenomenal episode this was. Today, we had a wonderful opportunity to chat with Ashley Perkins, who is the founder of Momma Sweets in Lynchburg, Virginia. You can find her on Facebook at Momma Sweets, MOMMASWEETS. Super sweet, super easy, to the point. If you need cakes, cookies, pies, anything like that, that's where you need to be. Tonight was awesome. So much good information from Ashley. It was great to have that conversation, on top of the fact that she agreed to do this interview on her birthday. If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. Something for y'all to think about right here. Are you doing what you love? Right? During this quarantine, we've had a lot of time to be by ourselves and self-reflect, in a sense. And if you haven't, shame on you, because we've had all the time to do that. There still may be time for you to get that done. So I urge you to take some time to yourself and self-reflect and look at your life and what you do for a living and all that good stuff. And are you doing what you really love? Just think about it. You don't have to answer right away, because sometimes it takes time. But think about it. Have an amazing day. We'll talk soon.